Hello my friends and welcome to episode 76 of The Wanderer. Today we take on Stade Rennes with our first video game with Toulouse. Reason why I'm doing it with this game is one, I wanted to get past the January transfer window just to get the team settled, get an idea of what needed improving, try and do that. Unfortunately, January transfer window didn't go that great, and then I did record the last two episodes. Now, you know, the last episode I had to do a post-com, and then we had the music over the top because I was struggling to basically do everything and struggling for time to get all the episodes done. As a part of that, what I thought would be a better idea, instead of trying to do a post-com on the Nancy game, which is what we've done, I brought it back and we'll just do an episode for Stade Rennes. So our first game in charge of Toulouse was against Lyon. And we went 1-0 down and we got back to 2-1 up, and I thought, you know what, we've actually got a chance. And then we conceded a 93rd minute penalty and we drew 2-2. We then played Strasbourg, who were bottom of the league, and we drew 2-2. We were 2-0 down in this game, so we showed a bit of heart, but then we played PSG and the rails went off a bit here. If I click the right game, we went 1-0 up through Dylan St. Louis before they just found an extra gear, Dybala scoring 2 and Gabriel Barbosa scoring for the very well riched PSG side. We then played Nimes, and again we were 2-0 down before we really got into the game. An own goal and a goal from them before Salsan equalised for us off the bench. Played Bordeaux in our derby and we won thanks to a 95th minute Jimmy Cabello goal. Pele on the score sheet, Concao Oliveira on the score sheet. They scored 2 very early on, and I changed things in this game tactically from what I'd played in the previous games, and I tried adjusting the tactics to that. Unfortunately, as you see, when we played St Etienne, we lost 3-2. That didn't go well, and then we played Nantes, lost 2-1, and then in the Nancy game, which I had attempted to record for this episode, we lost 3-1. We were 1-0 up, cruising at half time, and looking like we were going to go on and dominate the game. I changed some tactics. I'd looked up some sort of guides on the type of formation I want to play. It's not a formation that I know that well, so I looked at sort of what other people were suggesting and I made some adjustments, and in the first half it seemed to work wonders. And then Max Christensen got himself sent off and Peter Patev got himself sent off. In the last episode now, I had explained this in the original commentary that didn't get caught. I sold a goalkeeper, what's his name again? Munair, I think it was. Manigan. I didn't really rate him that highly, to be honest. We sold him for a bit less than what his value is now, but he's moved to England, which has skyrocketed at more than his value was when he was with us. And I was planning on just promoting Garnier into the first team now. He's not quite good enough yet, but he's young, with a lot of potential, and he wasn't far off first team ready. So I thought, I'll just promote him. I'll promote Robin to the backup goalkeeper. Again, he's young, nowhere near ready in his case, but he could get some cup games and develop. Unfortunately, that didn't work out because Garnier got injured for 6 weeks out, and he still got an expected 73 months return, so it might not even get a game this season. I did try and sign a goalkeeper, but he decided to go to Olympiacos, so I was kind of forced. There was no options. Nobody sells good players in January, so we ended up going with Glemmy on loan from Liverpool, who's nowhere near kind of what we want. Robin's a backup, again nowhere near what we want. Not so ideal. Anyway, we're going to get into this game against Stade Rennes. So, today we're taking on Stade Rennes, as I mentioned. We've got Glemmy in goal, Brian Connon for the suspended Patev, Picorni and Rocha in there as well. Sambia, who was on loan at Rennes and recalled because Cortea wanted to go on loan. I think I was going to recall him anyway, but Cortea wanted to go to a team that's playing in European football, couldn't sell him for a price I thought was fair, so we loaned him out for fairly big money. Rennes, a young lad who have promoted, 18 years old, 5-star potential, promoted him at the first team. Baird in for the suspended Max Christensen on loan from Hearts. Pele in there with Oliveira, St. Louis and Superovic up front. But against Stade Rennes, who are a strong team, they're 4th in the league at present. They're one of our 2 games in hand that we've got against the teams above us. We need to win both of them to get out the relegation playoff zone. However, the problem with that is this is our first game in hand, and our second's against Monaco. That's not quite ideal games in hand to have, to be honest. When you're 4 points behind. Oliveira forward to Pele. It's a decent cross in. Seperovic. Oh, it's in the back of the net after 19 seconds. I signed him on a minimum release clause for 975,000, I think it was. And what a buy. I tried playing him as a false 9 thinking he could manage it. I'm trying Oliveira in that role instead just now, and him as the advanced forward, just to see how things work. Ori launches in, Rocher away. That's a decent effort. I thought that was going to tuck into that top corner. Ori back to Bailey. Nietzsche. Picorni away. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. Oh, Bailey's in space. Cannot be giving that much space away to a team the quality of Stade Rennes, if I'm honest. Even when we are 1-0 up, they really came into the game since that goal. Of course, the goal, they didn't really have a chance to get into the game beforehand. Goalkeeper issue worries me a lot. As I said, it just was a completely messed up plan. I was trying to sell the goalkeeper, promote the other lad, and I thought that's going to work. We've got a lot of good youngsters in this squad that would be kind of like, I want to promote them. A lot of them are 15 years old, so I can't this season. Oh, it's fallen. Oh, it's a great block. So a lot of them I can't this season. Unfortunately, it's just been so brutal with the injury, and the fact that I tried to sell him. The result of that was he was unhappy and wanted to leave when injury happened. I was kind of forced to sell at that point. So it really didn't work out. However, we're going into half-time here. Much like the Nancy game, where I tried to record and the audio didn't work. I'm checking it is working this episode, thankfully. Much like the Nancy game, we're coming in at 1-0. We're not looking anywhere near as good though, so I'm going to just go, I'm happy with the performance so far, send them back out, see how we get on. Androni plays it across and it's to Sabitzer. He's played a 40-yard ball across to Bailey, and he's found Ori on the overlap. Whipped in, cleared away, Pele picks up. Overall, what we inherited at Toulouse was an aging side. It wasn't really ideal. On agent players on big wages that were decaying to a point where they were no longer good enough for this level. And that was the issue that we had. So it was a big rebuilding job. As Seperovic is there again. Oliveira gets it into him, and Seperovic tucks it home. Great goal there. 2-0 up. What a result this would be for us, because that puts us a point behind Saint Etienne with the game in hand. The game in hand, as I said, will be against Monaco from what I can work out. Bailey whips in, cleared away by Brian Con, whipped back in, away by Sambia, and we've got somebody on the run, but Rafa scores, is fairly comfortable on the ball, gives it to Ori. He's been very dangerous against us, and so has Bailey on this right hand side. DeFeu, it's a crunching tackle, Picorni away. I think we did enough to actually get the ball there, and St. Louis is broke. He's got a bit of space, but he's not got any pace, and he's not got left foot either apparently. I'm pretty sure I put him on that side because he was left footed as well. We're going to make a change. Mosser, he's another young lad I've promoted. I'll just show you him. Jordan Mosser, French 17-year-old, 5-star potential, rated as a target man. I'm tempted to play him at just give him some game time basically. I'm thinking about making a change, particularly to the left wing back spot, but we've actually not really got anyone there for it. I'm going to try Saki in it. Just try something a bit different. We do have a senior player for that role, just Jay Da Silva. I've just been playing this young lad because I think there's not a whole lot different in their current ability, and I'd rather play for the potential in that situation, as that's it's over the bar. We're going to make another change. We're going to bring on Dessart for Baird, who's on a yellow card in the ball winning midfielder role. Don't particularly like yellow cards in that role. Just get him off and see how he goes. So we've got Pele tiring as well. Velez, can you play that role? Yes, you can. You can play that perfectly, actually. That works out very well for me. Saki throws it into Seperovic, but he loses out and then fouls a guy, but no free kick given. Matias Fernandez playing on with a knock, bursting down the wing. He's got three men on him, Andoni, Sabitzer, Nicham. Oh, Pele. I'm not sure, that looks so weird with the graphics there, but it's away from Pele. Oliveira played it into St. Louis. Takes a touch down and shoots. No idea where that came from, but it's a fairly comfortable save for the goalkeeper in that instance. Diallo, Bailey. Oh, it's a whip ball in, and Glemmy's going to catch that cross with relative ease. The worry is for me here is knowing how this team plays. If we concede one, I can see us conceding three. Velez. Oliveira, it's a great touch into Superdovic on a hat-trick, it's saved. Oliveira again, can't get back in, and it's scrambled away by Diallo for a throw-in. Nail-biting stuff here. Hiroko Saki booked. He is the guy that's playing left back, isn't he? I think he was like my third choice right wing back at one point. I was looking at selling him, and I've kind of been forced to keep him because of the situation with Thierry. Saki. Oh no, Andoni is away. Picornio in there. Velez played across to Saki, played in to Supernovic. St. Louis back to Desart. Clever, away out to Zambia, who's found space, drives it in, poor cross in the end, cleared away. Desart just over the bar, and it's full time. We have a win, boys. You will not believe how relieved I am to have a win. I know it's the first game you are getting to see. I'm so sorry that it's taken so long to do that. I hope you understand why I'm delayed till after the January transfer window. But to not get the first game after that frustrated me as much as I hope as I understand it will frustrate you guys. But you've got no idea how relieved I am to actually get 3 points on the board. Particularly against a team like that. I never had a dream that we'd be able to do it against a team like that. So we're 1 point behind Saint Etienne now. That's a monstrous win. Brest, if I remember correctly, if we go to matches here, had a big win this weekend. Yeah, they beat Metz, who are 6th in the table currently. So that was a big win for them that took them above Saint Etienne. But that was the most relieving thing. He's 1 goal away from us. Don't care. Pay him the $9,000. Just pay him it. That's what I have those clauses in for. Anyway guys, I'm going to end that episode here. We're going to come back for the Monaco game. It's in 4 games time. Because I think that's the most logical one. It is our other game in hand. Hopefully we can rack up some more 3 points in this time. We've got Brest to play. We've got Guingamp and Reims. Where are they all in the league? Obviously Monaco up there fighting with PSG and Lyon. Reims in 8th. Reims one of the ones I said. Yeah, it is. We've got Reims, Guingamp, Brest. So Reims in 8th, Guingamp in that sort of dogfight with us, and Brest in that dogfight with us. So we've got 2 big games between now and then. Hopefully I'll be out this relegation playoff by then. Finances before we go. We've got 3 million in the bank. Our transfer revenue has been increased. Of course we didn't get the full 6 million spent because that wasn't all ours. In fact, we got very, very little. Most of the money that I spent was brought in. Brought the wage budget down by £200,000 a week since I came in as well, while improving the coaching staff, and I'm very, very happy with that. You would not believe how delighted I am with that win. Hit like for me please guys, because that would show me huge support. Showing the page. Let me just go and get it up again because I forget the name of it and I want to get it right, because that's the fairest way to do it. It's Football Manager Kit Creations. There's a link in the description for them in the last episode. I'll put it in this episode as well. That's the kits that they gave me. Thank you so much for watching guys. Here's our hot prospect. I'll just show you him. 15 years old, 3-star already, central defender. Hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll catch you all next time.